Hello, everybody. I was working on the collar. I had a lot of things to do today, like cleaning up the house and everything. I haven't gotten very far. It's a little stiff. I may have to dampen this. I have to find my iron, and I may have to just give it a little iron to hold it down. I'm pretty sure I know what pattern I'm going to do. It's going to be little diamond shapes with little picots at the bottom, and then probably a flower here. But enough about that. Liz from All Things Fairy, she recently bought some dolls, the Dion quintuplets, and they came with a little blanket. And right away I recognized the pattern. And she wanted to know how I remembered this pattern. It's because this book is one of the first books I ever bought. It's Leisure Arts, leaflet 460, and I only paid about $1 for it. And that was when, my goodness, it was when we had the ice storms, 93, 94, and it used to be Flower Time, and then it was Frank's, and they were selling out all their knitting and crocheting items, and I got this for about $1. And since we were going to have ice storms again, I decided to learn how to knit, and the book was right there, and I bought the needles and the yarn, and that's how I learned how to knit. But I saw this, and this was an instant favorite pattern for me. I've made the sweater and the hat in like 6-month size. The blanket I made a couple of times, the whole set. Or if somebody said, well, I don't really use booties, the sweater, the hat, and the blanket. I don't always do the thread edging. I only put that on a couple of them when I had the perfect matching thread. For one was for pink, and another one I did in mint green. But yes, I love this pattern. That's how I remembered it. And I also made, if I can't find the dress right now, this is one of the booties. Can't find the other booty. I made this as a Christmas set. Only I didn't make it as high as these booties are. I never liked the booties going halfway up the leg. And this is the little hat, and I have to replace the ribbons because I had the ribbons pinned on there. And over the years, the ribbons really got bad. And I have to find the dress. It got separated, and a couple of times I came across the dress. And I know once I came across the booty, and I don't know where I put them. So this is why I got to go through everything. This, I just got to replace the ribbon on. That's no problem. I was thinking, I could crochet with the thread. Maybe. I don't know, because it really isn't going to match. We'll see. But when I first got this book, I saw I got to be careful opening this. This is over 30 years old. I got this over 30 years ago. So, yeah. Ooh, I think I was about 19 when I got this. 18 or 19. And I saw this. And if anybody knows me, knows I love Halloween. And I started crocheting, and one of the first things I bought with my first credit card was this doll. She's a Jasmar baby. She's a big baby. That's her. Fell in love with her. And yes, she is wearing the christening outfit done in black for Halloween. And I used to put her out every Halloween. And there is a little hole, yes, because the cat went and played with the ribbon, and I was going to replace it, and I really didn't get around to it. And after she passed, I said, I'm going to leave this ribbon in as long as possible. That was little Calico, the first cat I ever had. And yes, I made it a nice long christening gown, and she does have the booties on. These are the booties. And when I was first learning to knit, because I really like this, I tried to knit this one. It really didn't work out. But that's when we had another ice storm, and I decided to do this in black. I didn't make the blanket, but I did make the christening gown. Let me see if I get her to sit up. You know what? Let me do the other arm. There we go. There she is. And there she is sitting up in her lovely big black christening gown. I did it as a sort of Rosemary's Baby themed idea. And I'm going to keep her in this now because past couple of years I've been forgetting to drag this out. And yeah, so I'm going to keep her in this for Halloween. I'm going to keep her in until Christmas. We'll put her in a Christmas outfit after that. So yeah, after working on this took about a week because there was nothing to do but break ice and shovel snow. Yeah, when you went inside, you were a little tired and you wanted to sit down, and this took about a week to make. That's when I first learned to follow a crochet pattern. It was a little bit after, well, maybe a month or two after, but this was so easy to make. So if you did want to find something like this, I know there are copies floating around. It's Leisure Arts Baby Layettes to Knit and Crochet Book 2, Leaflet 460. And yes, there are some people who sell them, and I think if you contact Leisure Arts, I think you could still buy it. I'm not sure about that. Don't quote me on that. But it is Leisure Arts, Leaflet 460. And at that time, a book like this was $4.50. I didn't pay that much. I got it for about $1. They were just selling everything out. I got this and learned to knit in just one day. And yeah, I was knitting in just one day. And that book was very good. I passed it along to somebody else because like all the stuff in there I knew how to make. So I was like, you know what? You want to learn how to knit? Here you go. And I actually forget who I gave it to. But there we are. And hopefully with the rest of the sunlight, I'm going to get back on this. I'm just going to do single crochets across. As you can see, I'm picking up stitches along the second row. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the second row. Well, actually, it'll be the top of this row here of double crochet. There we are. And we're going to continue across. And then I'm going to do the chain 5, slip stitch in. I don't know how many I'm going to skip before I slip stitch because it has to get a little bit bigger, just a little bit bigger to cover the round because you don't want it to be pulling. So that I do have to figure out. But we've come this far, and I do think the yellow does go beautiful with this yellow. I'm very happy with that, very pleased. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Bye-bye.